What is going on, Bobbylicious boys and girls? Welcome back to the Bobbylicious Kitchen. I am so happy that you are here today. And can you believe it? We are less than 1 week away from Christmas. I'm filming this. It is Saturday, December 21st. Where has the time gone? It feels like just yesterday we were in this kitchen cooking up some island curry. And I was thinking about it and I was like, what would be something that I could do that would be holiday-y and delicious and fantastic, and I said, let's go back to our delightful Stardew Valley cookbook and see what we have in here. And I know when it comes to holiday desserts, you got your staples. You got your apple pie, you got your pumpkin pie, and don't get me wrong, they are two of my favorites in the entire world. I love them both. And what? Maybe you want to mix it up with this year. Maybe you want to do something different. Maybe you got another holiday party you're going to, New Year's Eve or something else, and you're like, I want to mix it up, Bobby. What do I do? Well, I've got the answer for you. I just felt bad that I never made a fall recipe, so I'm swooping in. We're still making a fall recipe. We will make a winter recipe at a later time. There's lots of winter recipes in here, but I said, by golly, I haven't even told you what we're making. That's how excited I am about it. And you probably already see the blackberries. We're making a blackberry cobbler. Now, I also know that I love cobbler, and as you can tell by my excitement now, and as per my excitement in the past when we played Mario Party about peach cobbler, cobbler's the jam, right? So, what do we got? We've got tornado sugar, turbinado sugar, raw sugar. It's just crystalline raw sugar. That. We've also got white sugar. You need both. You better have both. Why is that sticky? All right, kosher salt, just a little bit of that, not that whole box. We've got some buttermilk. We've got some all-purpose flour. We've got some baking powder. We've got some cornstarch. We've got some cinnamon. We've got some vanilla. And we have blackberry preserves and, of course, fresh blackberries, 1.5 pounds of them, and I am so excited to see. Now you may be asking, from a culinary perspective, what is the difference between jellies, jams, and preserves? And you are fortunate that why am I acting like this? There are basically 3 tiers to jelly, jams, preserves, and it's jelly, jams, preserves, just like that. I'm not going to say one's better over the other, but I'm just going to say this is how they're made. So jelly is specifically only made with the juice of the fruit that the jelly is made with. A jam is made with chopped up or pureed versions of bits of the fruit, and preserves is actually made with whole pieces of the fruit. So whenever we open up this blackberry preserves, there's going to be apparently whole pieces of blackberry inside, and that's just going to blow up the flavor, just like that. With that said, let's get started, right? Yeah, we got time. We don't got time. It's almost Christmas. Let's go. All right, here I've got a delightful silicone brush thingy. We've got some melted butter in a little bowl here. Now, I will point out the butter that I have over there is actually frozen butter. We'll get to that in a second. But what we're going to do first is grease up this dish, so that nothing sticks, because my gosh, I imagine that this is going to be a sticky, icky, gross mess by the end of it. But it's going to taste so good, but such a pain to clean. So we're just going to grease the inside of this. It is greased, and we're going to preheat our oven to 375, so that, because that's where it's going to cook, right? Okay, 1 cup, and there's a 1/4. Now we're going to sift this. Faster way to do this. Why do you sift your flour, Bobby? Well, because the internet told me to. But I think it makes it soft, and ooh, look at that, how soft and buttery. Not buttery, not yet. We're gonna add butter. What else am I adding? Flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Not the raw stuff yet, not the raw sugar, don't do it. 2 tablespoons, yay. Okay, probably gonna need more of that later. The baking powder, which the amount of that is 1 1/2 teaspoons. Normally I'd eyeball it, just do half, but we're baking, and I need to be exact. Otherwise, there's gonna be problems. There's gonna be problems. This topping's not gonna come out good. Okay, what cinnamon? Okay, how much? 1/4 teaspoon. That's good. That's fine. Kosher salt. There we go, half a teaspoon. That's gonna salt it up. What up with the whisk? Wiggity wiggity whisk. Look at that. Boom, don't do that. Don't do that. We have a stick of frozen butter, frozen unsalted butter, and we're gonna grate. Calls for half a cup, and for all you fun fans of measurements, an entire stick of butter is half a stick of butter. So I'm gonna take this, and on the big hole side of this thing, how's this gonna work? Oh, it's like velvet. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna cut my finger. I'm gonna cut my finger doing this. I'm using the plastic to kind of guard me from gross, buttery goo. And I'm realizing that strategy is gonna run out eventually here. Let's put the other side. It's like grating butter on a cheese grater. That's gonna be a new phrase. I knew it! I knew it! No! I don't like this method. I thought it was cute at first, now I'm bleeding, so. I'll get a Band-Aid. I'm gonna get a Band-Aid when I'm done, because then I can know that I won't have any more problems. Oh, now I'm braiding the plastic. Wonderful. Wonderful. Is that my blood? No, it's more the plastic. Oh, I was like, this is not going to be chaotic. This will be easy. No, I almost lost a finger. I'm at the nub. I'm at the nub! Oh. That's fine. It's about the size. I gotta go do first aid. Hold on. I have one crusty old Band-Aid from my medicine cabinet. Why is my knuckles bleeding so profusely? Like, of all places, is that where all the capillaries are? Is your knuckle? I gotta get my hands in here now. I'm gonna have to put on gloves. So there's all our butt. And it goes in the thing, apparently. I wish I had one of those scrapers. I literally was gonna buy one today at the store, like a scraper thing, like one of those metal things that more professional than me chefs use to scrape stuff. And I didn't. And I bought this cheese grater. I don't like it. I don't like cheese graters. That's why I will always buy pre-grated cheese. I don't care if they add cornstarch. I don't care if they add extra additives or whatever. Like, I won't cut my finger. I should have bought the scraper. Why didn't you buy the scraper, Bobby? Why'd you scrape your knuckle? Why didn't you buy the scraper? Well, here we are. Work into the flour until it resembles coarse crumbs. And then I gotta mix the buttermilk and, oh gosh, all right. I'm reading ahead. I'm just seeing what's going on. This flour is very soft. I'm glad I sifted it. I sifted it. I sift for soft flour. All right, well, coarse crumbs, kinda. I think I just have like a big lump of butter at this point. We gotta introduce some wet ingredients. Oh, that's working beautifully. That's working nicely. My hands did not need to be involved in this in any capacity. Maybe that's wrong, but here we are. All right. In a small bowl, stir together the buttermilk and vanilla. All right, now that's our next step. So I gotta deglove and then reglove again, because I gotta mix this with my hands again later, don't I? Yes, I do. Half a cup, liquid measurement, of buttermilk. Spot on. Bang on, baby. I'm gonna use the 1 teaspoon. Because what the heck, I like vanilla. Sue me. Drizzle over the flour mixture. Get drizzled. Get drizzled. Oh, the vanilla. The cinnamon. Oh, baby. The drops of blood. Yum. Okay, I'm gonna use a rubber spatula, which I have one right here, to mix until a fairly rough dough just starts to form. Switch to your hands and gently mix until it just comes together into a soft dough. Do not overmix and chill in the fridge while you put together the filling. All right. Well, I knew hands were coming back. So we've now incorporated this. I don't want to overmix. Whenever they say do not overmix, I'm like, say less, I'm in. Like, I don't want to mess with overmixing and get in trouble by the mixing fairy. Soft dough, do not overmix. See, but my concern is that I have like, it's still very lumpy and there's still lots of crummies kind of going off of it. So I'm like, I don't think it's a dough yet until all of that gets incorporated in here. So I'm kind of giving it a squeeze. A lot of people in the comments might be like, don't squeeze it. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not a baker. I'm barely a cook. I just want to make sure that like stuff gets incorporated. There's still dusty bits down here at the bottom. And I don't. Oh, there we go. Oh, they're in. Okay, well, beautiful. Give it a schleusels. Give it a smush. And give it another squeeze. Make it into a snake. I got a Play-Doh. Bada bing. There. Dough, everybody. Buttermilk biscuit dough, because that's what that essentially is. Now, chill that in the fridge. I don't want to see you. I kind of hope it broke, even though I just bought it today. Okay, in a medium bowl, whisk. I don't want to have dirty schmutz on it. Hang on. We're gonna whisk the preserves. All of this is, oh, it's all greasy now. My hands are greasy. I don't need this. I'm greasy! The stupid butter. That's about a quarter cup. There's a little cushion of nothing at the top there. You can't see it. And I am seeing what they're talking about. You know what? That's what I get. I'm gonna whisk this up because they said so. And I've done so. Look, I see it's all whisked. It's not so gelatinous anymore, I guess. Good. That's what we wanted. Then add the blackberries and remaining 6 tablespoons, 75 grams of white sugar, and a quarter teaspoon of salt. 6. And slices. All right. And what salt? Quarter teaspoon of salt, it said. Why did it all come out the butt? Why did it all come out the front? What is this? Quarter teaspoon, whatever, salt. I don't know that I want to mash the berries at this point, because that wasn't the vibe I was getting, but also, it's creating like a crystalline sugar structure here. I want to make sure it gets mixed in with the jelly. So I'm giving them a little bit of a mash, just a teensy bit of a mash. I'm not getting aggressive, I'm not going crazy. I think my whisk is broken. Look at that. That's going to be the interior, the bottom, the base, the sauce, if you will. All right. And what? Cornstarch. I don't like the feel of cornstarch because you know it's like that, like it's kind of crunchy because it's a thickening agent, and so when you do it, it just feels like nails. It is the food version of nails on a chalkboard to me. It's just like running a spoon through that. It's like, I got a whisk. I don't know that I'm being very gentle with this, but I'm releasing some of the berries' natural flavorings, and one of them's stuck. Some of them are stuck in the whisk prison. Sprinkle cornstarch. Okay, spoon the mixture into the baking dish and then drop the biscuit down. All right, here we got the baking dish. I've already pre-buttered it. You saw that live. In with the blackberries. Hey, remember this guy? Yep, he's been in the fridge for a couple minutes. Okay, now take the dough and we're gonna drop 9 rounded spoonfuls of biscuit dough on top of the berries. We're gonna brush it with butter and then we're gonna sprinkle some of the crunchy sugar on top. I don't know what a rounded spoonful looks like. Probably. Plop. They're all like ovicular in shape. That's not a word, but you know, it's my word for oval in shape. Alright, so there's 9. Now we've got a bunch of leftover. So this dude in the middle, he's looking a little sad, he's getting a partner. This dude in the corner, also a little sad, getting a brother. This dude over here, right here, he's getting an aunt that loves him very much. And this dude is getting a new pet, a new cat in fact. And then this dude down in the corner here is getting a brand new baseball, because that's what he wants for Christmas, I guess. So anyway, okay, that's good. So that's that. How much sugar? 1 tablespoon of this raw sugar stuff. But I'm just gonna eyeball it. Like, gently, just ever so gently. I'm guessing that's probably about a tablespoon. Some of it has fallen into the berry mixture. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not gonna, say that it didn't. But I think that that's gonna enhance the flavor. Now, we're going to take this, place the cobbler on a baking sheet, and bake it until the fruit filling vigorously is bubbling in the center and on the edges, and the biscuits are deep golden brown. They are not that right now. They are a light tan at best. So that's going to be about 50 minutes. Great. And I got to rotate it once after 25 minutes, and I got to rest it for 30. I'm not eating this until like 7 at night. My gosh, I'm already almost going to bed at that point. All right, this is going in the oven. See you in an hour and a half. All right, y'all, about 90 minutes has passed. In the meantime, I've cleaned up my kitchen. I made some chicken wings in my air fryer and some of my secret buffalo sauce with them. They were fantastic. But this is here, it's out. You can see the drop biscuits are a delicious golden brown, and everything was all bubbly, and I let it sit for 30 minutes, so I'm not gonna burn my tongue. We had some vanilla ice cream, which they recommended, either whipped cream or ice cream a la mode, so I'm going to do that. And well, I'm just gonna take from this here section, and we're gonna, wow. All right. I got a bowl that's way too big for this. Oh my gosh, it smells delightful and delicious. Now grab a scoop of your favorite, slightly Eastern European, vaguely European, or Eastern European. I have a very tiny ice cream scoop. In fact, this is more of a melon baller. I don't know why. I don't have a bigger ice cream scoop. I usually just use a spoon. Vaguely Eastern European ice cream flavor. Oh my goodness. So let's get some of this dough. Let's get some of this thing. Let's get some of this icy cream. This is still smoking hot, so let's see. Here we go. Is this worthy of bringing to your Christmas dinner? Let's find out. The bigger question here is this worth almost losing a finger over? And the answer to both questions, unequivocally, is yes. This is one of the best things I've ever made, eaten, smelled. Oh my gosh, the vanilla from the ice cream and from the biscuits. The biscuits are so, I made it so good, y'all. The little curlies of the butter, I can't taste that, but I know it was the right way to do it. Oh my gosh, and the blackberries, slightly tart, slightly sweet, crisp on top. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna eat this whole thing. Well, if you needed a last minute dessert for Christmas, I'm gonna try to upload this on Sunday, the 22nd. You got 3 days. Get the ingredients. It wasn't a lot. Don't slice your finger off. And yeah, just do this. I recommend it. If somebody's like, oh, we want apple, we want pumpkin, be like, Blackberry. And they'll be like the phone? This is way too good. Gosh darn it, Stardew Valley, you've done it. You've outdone yourself again. It was too good. I have nothing else to say. Like, it was delicious. 10 out of 10. Eat it, make it, delicious. Bring it to a holiday thing, make it anytime. Just get some blackberries. They were a little expensive. It was £1.50 of blackberries, and they were $4 a thing. I think. No, it was $3.50. So there's 2 for $7. And it cost me $14 for all those blackberries, plus everything else I had to buy. I already had some of the stuff. But anyway, that's all. Don't slice your finger open. Make this. It is delicious. Ice cream. Merry Christmas. Happy Honda days. Whatever you celebrate. Love y'all. Bye-bye.